Hello, man. How are you? No, it's you see walking in. There's a lot of who's. It's full of from all around the world. You just get all good. This is Jimmie Johnson. He's
hello, pal.
He's really bad news. And Kanaan. Look, Tony's got the races he's won.
He'll have to stand on his tippy toes.
Yeah, he's got the races he's won on the side of his thing.
There's only 2.
Yeah. Look, you could just tell he's smiling. He's up to somebody. Well, TK, is it everything you thought it would be?
You know, I've been wanting to do it, this for the longest time. And the last 3 years you guys have been doing, and Jimmie as well, I've been like...
Well, it's nice they've moved the IndyCar schedule now, so this, because this normally always falls on the last race. So.
Yeah. You now realise how much the heroes, the drivers of the 60s were, man.
Crazy.
You imagine that in Nürburgring.
Yeah.
Old ring.
Yeah. I think as you get older, Dario obviously had a head start on us. You start to appreciate, older things.
We never raced with leather helmets and goggles.
No,
he did.
Yeah.
Speaking of old, come and sit down.
There he is.
We've got a new victim.
Yeah. Well, 7th time has arrived.
He's 50 next week.
Oh, I can't say anything. I was 50 in December.
You've been 50 for years, man.
Where else in the world right now would you find IndyCar aces, Formula One veterans, and Mr. Bean?
I think it's still a little relaxed, and honestly, most of the time you're just going to be driving around with such a big smile on your face just because of the antics that will be going on and stuff that you're seeing, especially on a drying track. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
We're going to race hard for sure, and more of a who's going to finish ahead, not because you're going to brag about that, it's just because you're going to give the other one a hard time.
I hate them all equally at this point. And then I love them all equally when we're done with a pint in hand.
We've got the St. Mary's Trophy Part 1 coming up, and it is going to be an out-and-out fantastic race.
Do you know it's a standing start?
Oh, great.
He has no idea the start procedure here. Look at his face.
I can't jump the start either.
Why?
No, he says I jump every start of my life.
You'll jump this one, I guarantee it. It's just a TK special, man.
Is there special in Goodwood? Is that a penalty for it?
Nah, you'll be fine.
Depends on how big.
See, I'm going to lead the first lap.
Oh, here we go.
We are underway here for the St. Mary's Trophy Part 1, and it's a slow start for the Ford Fairlane. A great start for the Austin A40, the mighty and nimble Austin going side by side with the Jaguar Mark 1 of Gordon Shedden, which will have Madrick coming through the first corner now. 25 minutes and counting for the St. Mary's Trophy Part 1 underway, and it's Gordon Shedden who leads the way from Andrew Jordan.
Battles continuing throughout the field. We've got Jenson Button just there in the Alpha number 34, and we're riding on board with Tony Kanaan, who's out there racing here at Goodwood for the very first time.
So happy you're here, TK, and we can get to experience this all together, man.
No, this is, always wanted to do it, but having you guys here is, I was like a little kid going to like my first trip.
We're having a look on board the Riley 1.5 with Dario Franchitti at the wheel.
Not a great start, was it, at all by Dario, but you can see how much work goes on behind the wheel as he takes maybe a bit too much curve on the exit of St. Mary's.
In 2003, do you remember, the fact that we're all sitting here is odd because...
Is this Detroit?
No, I broke my back on a bike and I didn't get to go to Japan. So I'm watching the race on TV and these two have a disagreement in turn 3. You get a bit of suspension up.
No, I'm in the lead, he's second, he's coming to pass me, and then we disagree from then on.
So you broke your...
Yeah, I'll probably won't be able to. I have a scar that is...
Oh, you've got your muscles, so
pretty
you can't
big.
open your suit.
And Dixie broke his hand, and I have a suspension up my...
Yeah, I did pelvis, hand, wrist. Yeah, it was a big hit.
But you guys were not, at that point, I would describe you as not friends.
Well, no, we just didn't know each other.
Now we cut to the Ford Zodiac with Scott Dixon at the wheel. Dixon currently down in 22nd position in the number 26 car, the 6-time IndyCar World Champion.
I didn't meet Jimmie until, what year was that, at Daytona?
Rolex, probably 03, 04.
Same year we met.
Yeah.
I think we bonded on our love of British chocolate.
I had never had it before,
Yeah.
and he shows up with these purple chocolate bars, and I'm like, I've had this before in the States, I don't like it, and he's like, no, you've got to try
different.
this. And forever changed my life.
Yeah.
You've been like a chocolate hustler to the U.S. for years.
The biggest problem we had was when he came to IndyCar, I'd have all this chocolate and I'd bring it, and I'd bring these big bars, but he would wake up in the middle of the night and eat the whole bar.
Really?
If you see bigger ears of me, that's largely his fault.
Now, bit of traffic out in front. Tom Christensen, he's got the advantage now of being the lead driver, but look at that for a bit of a traffic jam. Do they all play nicely and get out of the way? They do. One of the Riley 1.5's going to get nicely out of the way. He's looking in his mirrors. He can see him as the clock counts down to 0. And no, it's disaster for Steve Soper. Has to go wide, locks up, loses all the time. And that will be the damage done with traffic playing its part through the final chicane for the final time in this St. Mary's Trophy Part 1. And the spoils go to Tom Christensen in the Ford Thunderbird. A magnificent race.
I had a good start then, but there was no power. So slow.
I'll be honest, I was curious if something happened out there because you dropped so quickly. Like the whole field dropped you, so I was like, yeah, Scotty, that looked cool. You had some action.
Dixie has to go to driving standards.
Sure he does. I just said say I'm thinking I don't have any.
Did you get a penalty? We couldn't understand. They were showing you. We don't know.
I don't know. I hit Jardine as well.
No. Oh.
That's great to watch. Thank you.
That first lap, we must have been about 6 wide on the back straight.
It is poised to be then a really exciting final race with the owners at the wheel.
But that's the owner, right?
Yeah.
Jack Telley.
Marine. Come from over there.
And we are underway at full speed for the St. Mary's Trophy Part 2. The track, as you can see, absolutely soaked.
That's where I crashed in NASCAR.
No way.
Yeah.
He goes side by side for the lead of this race, and it looks like Chris Ward has been able to muscle his way through in the Jaguar Mark 1. Nick Swift, who started down in 16th position and is now looking at Fred Shepherd's 7th place in this race, going toe-to-toe here at the Goodwood Revival for the St. Mary's Trophy Part 2. Side by side, I feel like it's only a matter of time before Nick Swift is able to squeeze his way through, and he does indeed. Change for the lead here in the St. Mary's Trophy Part 2 as Chris Ward finally has to succumb to the challenge from Dorlin as the rig kicks out as they head up and over the hill, and that was all he needed, the invitation to go. Grant Williams getting himself back up into second. These two chopping and changing positions with every corner that races by. And Grant Williams is not going to get away with this one without a fight, because Chris Ward comes back with the tail out, side by side, door-to-door action between Grant Williams in the Jaguar Mark 1 and Chris Ward in the sister. It's two Mark 1s alongside each other as Dorlin escapes up the road. Let's look to the back of picture. Who comes out on top? And it's Chris Ward, but they're still sliding out of the corner, up and over the hill. Ward wins out that battle for now, but Grant Williams is going to come right back at him.
Take a bow, Chris Ward. You've gained that second place back once again.
Yes.
Good. Oi.
The Lister Jaguar Mark 1 takes the St. Mary's Trophy Part 2 race win. Not easy to race it out in these conditions with these cars, and you can see what it means to James Dorlin and the team.
After 2 races then, we take the aggregate result, and it's the Shedden Ward Jaguar Mark 1 that takes the overall win, with the Brundle Dorlin Lister second and the Soper Thistlethwaite Fort Fairlane in third.